Y'all know that melody? So y'all gotta sing that with me. Y'all gotta sing that with me. All right, y'all gotta sing that with me. Y'all ready? Yeah. 1, 2, 3.
So, like Alan Michaels was saying, how many of you do not use a cell phone at all? Raise your hand. Right. What's happening is that every time you utilize a cell phone, I was around in the 70s. I also was here in the 80s, and I didn't see that. People were a lot more connected with each other just like this than they are now. Now when you go to church and you go to restaurants and bowling alleys, wherever you go, even in the movie theaters, people are like this inside of their phones. How many of you knew that when you are utilizing the cell phones and the applications that are downloaded from the technology gods, that is a form of worship to them? You guys know that? Okay, well now you know. Also, when you use the applications of Facebook, Instagram, the programmers of these applications are humans that are the children of some of these technological deities that you are worshiping in a secular kind of way. So what I want to elucidate for you, that's my new word, elucidate. I heard my brother Jabari from one of the temples use that, and I've just been kind of borrowing it, so I hope he doesn't mind. But when we have secular worship that's not direct, it's kind of a way of technological gods stealing your worship, and that's not right. So you should have real gods who have been around longer than these gods who are taking secular worship from you by default that you interface with. Some people have a problem with worshiping gods, right? It's okay to have that problem because that also exposes a problem of you being under the spell of the Christianite doctrine. Ancestor worship means you acknowledge, support, and identify your ancestors as your vicegerents and your benefactors. That's what worship means. It means you properly acknowledge from whence you came and what is fueling you to be here. So if you start disassociating yourself with the problem of what worship means, you can get past the impediment of why most people choose not to worship the gods. It also says, worship no other gods, have no other gods before me. And this was written about 6,000 years ago. Do you know that they actually planned this out and they saw how people would resist a temptation to come to other gods just by that 1 or 2 sentences? Did you guys know that? Okay, so you guys won't have that problem from here on. So let's just make it very clear. We're going to furnish a list of 34 gods today that I want you to take your time and write down their names and choose. It's a pretty big choice. Some of you have them already. And it's going to provide you with an opportunity of choice to be able to align yourself with something that's a lot more powerful than what you may have thought Jesus was, or what you have been, or who you've been delivering the title of God to. Does anybody have any questions about anything I've just said? And it's okay, I'm here to elaborate on that in detail. That's why you came here. Yes, you have a question, sir?
Greetings, your master. So when I just hearing you speak just now, for the people who've been given the technology to sort of inadvertently worship, the individuals who gave that to them, are they demonic in nature, and
No.
are they there to?
That's a great question. there's nothing demonic about you using the technology that it takes for you to basically stay afloat and survive. It's ingenious how they planned that. So I don't want you guys to feel bad about utilizing your cell phone. It's how you pay your bills. It's how you communicate with your loved ones. It is now a necessity. And it's not something that we can afford to be above board and be without. And there are going to be other things that come into your life that you're going to learn how to, you must learn how to interface and harmonize with. But the caveat is that you want to have more of a foundation with gods that are older than the technology that most people prefer, as opposed to the gods, so that your evolution is not lopsided. You get that? And also, one of the points that 𝙬𝙗𝙗 made in the video was evolve or die. If the gods are evolving, they evolve also by your worship. But if the gods are evolving, what makes you think that you can afford not to? And that's a rhetorical question. Write that down. If the gods are evolving, how is it that we can afford not to do the same thing? Gods are very advanced beings, and they seek evolution like we seek our next meal, our next like on Facebook or Instagram. That's how fervent they are with their evolution. And that's why they are supreme beings, and we're not really there yet. This is something that I posed at the Love Seminar. Some of you guys missed that, and I promised that I would. And my mom isn't here yet, so that's why I wanted to hurry up and get this out of the way, because what happens when humans make love to angels? Sometimes angels fall in love with the divinity of a person, and they are willing to become human just to be with that person for the rest of their incarnations on earth. Isn't that beautiful? The question is, why? So, for anybody who was at the Love Seminar, did any of you come up with the answer? Come on, guys. Really, Julia Minto? You don't have an answer? Angels can see multiple outcomes. They're like Dr. Strange automatically. They can see all of the multiple outcomes of them being with you. And 100 years of your time is less than a second to them. So they'll just say, what the heck? I got time. No problem. A lot of times the angels will also do this as a favor to the divine parents of the person with whom they will be with for that particular series of lifetimes. And can anybody else answer this question? Who are the offspring of the angels and humans?
Grand Rising, everyone. I believe gods or demigods.
Okay, so angels and humans cannot produce the aperture of a god. Demigods, yes, they can produce that. Very good. So you got half right. We'll give somebody else a shot. Way in the back over there.
Nephilim.
Nephilim, no. So when angels and humans have offspring, now remember, the angel has plummeted into a human body, and there are angelic qualities that they have. Do they know that they are angels? No. They close the doorway to that consciousness. They produce